is defending his friend Claudia Jordan, banning Blueface's mama from all Hollywood Unlocked events. It's Mount TV, bringing you all the latest headlines, breaking stories, drama, clout chasers, and everything trending in these streets. Now say it ain't so, but we can clearly see it's so. That Jason Lee came out and he was saying some things.
Look, he was being a little bit impulsive, okay, whenever he made these decisions to ban Karlissa from any future events that he's got going on.
So he took to his Jason Lee podcast, episode 44, to say she's been banned from the events for trying to fight Claudia Jordan, and she became an issue. He got multiple texts. Go ahead and check out this clip.
There were a couple hiccups of people who came and decided to behave however they chose to behave. I do want to make an announcement here that Karlissa Saffold is now on that list of individuals who's no longer eligible to be at any Hollywood Unlocked event because she showed up and tried to fight Claudia Jordan. Now, this is not that type of situation. I don't care what network you're on or what type of culture you're a part of, what your house look like or what your upbringing is. If you act like an animal, I'm gonna keep you in a cage outside of my event. So when you come to our events, we expect you to bring the level of class and sophistication as you are, as you see when you walk in the building. This is one of which where this year we honored a lot of amazing people, and I opened it up to people to participate by coming. But when you come into our house, you have to know how to act or you will not be allowed back in. And I only dropped her name because she's the one at the forefront of my mind, because I kept getting text messages about Karlissa, when she wasn't even at the top of the list of invitees. But after making it through the metal detectors and all that, she still became an issue. And, you know, again, it's not just the Karlissas. There's at least 7 people that didn't even have huge incidents. It's just that your name was brought up in things that it shouldn't have been and doing things at the event that I thought was just too much. And so now you are on a cannot come back ever list. And there's no real way of trying to fix that, right? It's just that if once you show me who you are, Oprah said to believe you. So blame Oprah. Don't blame me.
So Claudia Jordan had her words for Karlissa on TGIF, right? She criticized her after she came out and was asking for Kim Kardashian to save Krishan and Blueface from jail, right?
Yes.
Well, Claudia Jordan criticized it and said she's tired of her. She's a hot mess. And your opinion isn't valid to me because allegedly Karlissa had a few things to say.
I'm so tired of her, you know, and listen, they're gonna capitalize on popularity. Popularity does not mean good or does not mean quality. Karlissa is a hot mess. She is. We've had words on social media, and I could give a care less what she says about me because your opinion is not valid to me. I think she's a mess. I think she's very responsible for the dysfunctionality in her in her household, the way she speaks on her son's genitalia and all the weird stuff she says about the baby. She was talking real bad about that baby. She claims the baby, doesn't claim the baby, has been an awful grandmother, and I hope you see this. Because you ain't gonna do nothing because you'll never see me out because we will never be in the same circles again. We were once. I just think you were a pretty girl back in the day.
I think she will be at the BET Awards. Zeus is bringing out all their top talent for the BET Awards.
And so, you know, Claudia, you host reunions over there.
Well, I'll be presenting.
In a similar circle.
I'll be presenting. We will be away from the seat filler area. So I'm just saying, listen, I'm sure she'll be mad about this and want to fight. It won't be my first time getting into a fight at the BET Awards. Shout out to Aubrey's mama. But anyways, we've evolved since then. But I just think that she just continues to just bring negativity when you have such a platform now. I would love it for her if she turned this around and like blossomed into something better and to just not stay in this stank space.
You know, it's a pop culture show at TGIF, so it's gonna be covered in there sometimes when Karlissa and Blueface and all of them are making some waves. So here we go. The messaging was probably lost in translation. They probably think they're enemies at this point, but here we go. They confronted each other. They're at the BET Awards, but Mr. Jason Lee, all these text messages he was getting, he was thinking it was some beef.
Yeah, I was under the impression that what he was saying is basically the energy you gave off got everyone's attention, and that was enough for me to make a final decision that you are no longer invited, okay, to my event. But I am going to say, too, that, I think that Karlissa is pretty impulsive. If she does throw something out there, there's just a possibility. It's either yes or no, right? Maybe it's going to get seen and maybe it won't get seen. But she did come onto the Instagram and she replied back, "This is just sad, Jason Lee. I thought that we was better than this. You lied on me again, but I take cameras everywhere I go. Claudia and I apologized to one another on video at your event. We used your event for good. But then you turned around and you lied on me after I got you 1 million views on your podcast. I would never fight in public over internet beef, and definitely not in front of my husband present. I hope Claudia fills you in on our moment and you issue a public apology, okay? Oh, and no worries about not inviting me to your event. I'm on my way to inviting you to mine. So, with that being said, I do want to say, though, that clip of Claudia Jordan giving her little, a commentary on what she thought about the whole family and whatnot, it was a little careless. I do want to say what happened was not only once, twice, but maybe 3 times in that recording, in that TGIF clip, did she say, and I don't care what she thinks. And, we'll never.
Well, like she said, she was in the comment section coming at her. So, I mean, rightfully so.
Okay, well, I guess then she just kind of got a moment on TGIF, you know what I mean? And we're just, that's one way to utilize the show, right? The platform that you have on TGIF to go ahead and I'm going to say initiate some confrontation between somebody. But whenever they made it very evidently clear that she was going to be on BET, she said that she was going to be hosting, but they also let her know that, hey, Karlissa's going to be invited to the BET Awards, and she was like, well, she'll be a seat filler, you know what I mean? And I said what I said, and that's the way that clip ended, you know what I mean? That's right, seat filler.
I don't know, it's a little foreshadowing to me that BET was putting it together. A little clout chase moment.
Absolutely.
So here we go.
Yes. Well, Karlissa did say, shame on her if she didn't tell you the truth, and shame on you for not asking me. Here's the footage of Claudia standing over me as we resolved our differences, and then she apologized for saying I wanted to sleep with my son, and I apologized for calling her a garden tool. There's the raw footage at 6 Real LA Family Blues. Okay, so with that being said, there's that footage. Now, she did have her camera, you know what I mean, cameras.
Her friend was there with the camera.
With the camera. So, she's been able to have this front row footage for a lot of things to premiere on her show. And let me tell you something, whether we do have this, I want to say a group, okay, that really does, get in Karlissa's, it really get on her ass about, what they think she's not. But I am going to say that Karlissa's taken side gigs. She's been on some notorietable, shows, movies. She's had her, yes, I want to say extra. But nonetheless, it was screen time, okay? And for a lot of that, she was making do. But she did get her feet wet a long time ago, so she's not really new to it. She's not true to it, or she wasn't true to it then, but she's true to it now. We can't really take away from her, right? Because wherever Karlissa goes, she makes waves. I don't know if y'all did not see that scene on Wild 'N Out, but she stepped up to defend her girl, her daughter Calloway, and also Sukiana. So I'm just like, it's strange to me because, she's trying to get in where she fit in, but we can't change Karlissa. She's very out there. She doesn't really hide a lot of stuff, and I think that maybe she has told us a little bit too much, but this family really is a bleed 'em nation. And that's where they get a lot of their attention. I'm just going to tell it like I see it, and it's always about, exposing somebody or really telling it how you see it to each other, right? And she's explained on a lot of times that it's, that's just the way she raises her kids. And that's just it. We're very outspoken. And come on now. I know a lot of families that are. Just some of us can't really tolerate it, right? It's embarrassing to a lot of people.
So she wrapped it up with one final message because her friends came with the receipts, sending those video clips through.
Yes.
And so she said this.
She goes, God used you, your boy Tay. The footage was crystal clear, and I will be sharing this beautiful moment we shared at the Hollywood Unlocked event that I am now banned from by a politician without due process. God is not going to let you block me from crap. I've been played with like a secondhand citizen for the last time. He used my enemies to prepare this table. Link in bio for full dialogue. And Karlissa she's just letting you know where to get the more receipts. Okay, it is what it is. I think too that like we were just talking about how so I guess that's who's with her, your boy Tay. Okay, I mean it's like this. She really does. She because she has that close friend, she gets, like her footage starts from, up in the tip top of the morning on certain days of the week. Other times she goes live. So she does a lot to, you know what I mean? I want to say market herself. And she does a great job of it. You got to think, 6 Hot is her own little, her own little thing, her own little network. And she's bringing in subscribers and they're watching, her every move. And I think, what I mean, especially with her going to the courthouse to go see Blue and they're saying that, she kind of used that for a moment. That's her child. Okay. And without her, there would be no Blue. It is what it is. She's going to get in where she fits in and we're either going to like it or really not like it. We ain't got to watch it, but we do got to respect it. It is a great hustle.
Well, I thought that was the final message, but just seconds ago, breaking news, she went ahead and posted another clip of Jason Lee. I guess he had some words for her, and she's You know, she was hurt by it.
Over.
This was entertaining. When you see Karlissa doing this, clearly she says she does it for clout. She made sure when she went to that court, her hair was laid, makeup was done, all that, because she knew she'd be doing a social media debut. Her Patreon was queued up. Like, is this a grandmother who cares about her grandkid, or a mother who cares about her child, or she just care about going viral? I think the two things can be true at one. Karlissa, I missed the group chat. Because this is entertaining. It's the train wreck that we all didn't know how much we miss. Even though there's a kid involved, and that's sad. Karlissa is highly entertaining. Please don't ask me to come back on the show. We had your moment. We got everything. Please don't ask me to come back on the show. We had your moment. We got everything.
No, I don't know. You know, I think that Jason is on this politician image thing right now. And so the more that he kicks out, the more people that he kicks out of his circle, he's going to use certain people for, you know, to make an example out of. And too bad it's this family, because I think that this family can really get him a lot of attention. Let's be real. Whenever he came out with his insurance, the first person he used was Krishan. I'm really confused with the antics that he's taking. And, you know, I know you can tell my voice done changed, because now I'm looking at him going, look, you know, enough is enough, because obviously you used her for clout too. You know what I mean? But she is trying to run a business. And with that being said, she's selling her life to do it. What makes more sense than to be live all the time? And yes, she's gonna have her Cash App, Zelle, you know what I mean? It is a PayPal. Okay, she wants.
Well, she better. I mean, because how long is this Zeus show gonna last?
Exactly. I'm just saying, for somebody that sits there on Beagle all day waiting for little cash gifts and whatnot, you know what I mean? Little teddy bears. I'm just saying. So it is what it is. They're gonna need each other in the end for some kind of campaign. Okay, and we'll be right here to report on it.
Yeah, they can't treat it like it's not a mutual beneficial when
absolutely.
they, you know,
drama
but also
sells.
having this moment. Yeah, exactly. The drama sells.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
good luck
is this
to both
all a
of
moment?
them. Yeah, good luck to both of them.
Well, tell us what you guys think in the comment section down below. It is what it is. It's Mouth TV. Bring you all latest headlines, breaking stories, drama, cloud chasers, and everything trending in these streets. We out.